Welcome to episode 32 of Blue-Lusional. What
We're back.
a week.
It's been
Wow.
an explosive week. A lot of blows were dealt.
We haven't been kicking our feet giddy. I'm talking up, just sending
Giggling.
each other memes, straight up giggling in a while. I would say not since him and Elon fought. Back
That
in
and
May.
him, and when we thought he was dead.
Yeah. So we don't get this opportunity a lot. But this week, guys, we finally, it's not going to be as heavy this week. Wow. Like the shit's still heavy, but it's just, wow, we were really
It's
fed.
still. Oh yeah, yeah. We were rewarded.
We were
fucking rewarded this week. So soon as the government reopened, the House Oversight Committee clocked the fuck in. They said, we got some emails that we need y'all to see from the Epstein estate. And they said, boom, right here, smoking gun. Hey guys, did you know that Trump knew about all the girls that were being trafficked? Yeah, it says it right here in an email from Jeffrey Epstein. He said he knew. He said, I know how dirty Donald is. He said, I know how dirty Donald is. And then we found out how dirty Donald is because the next email that came out was just a simple line from Mark Epstein, his brother, saying, does Putin have the photos of Trump blowing Bubba? Does he have the photos? Like specific ones? And immediately everyone was like, who's Bubba? Who's Bubba? Who's Bubba? Who's Bubba? Wait a minute. Bill Clinton's nickname is Bubba, and he frequented the island. Trump sucked Bill Clinton's dick.
The world woke up. I'm talking. Devin sent me this at 11, but I was zonked. I woke up 7 a.m., glanced over at my phone, and I just see in all caps, Devin's like, Trump sucked Bill Clinton's dick. And I was like, what? It is 7 a.m., my guy. Look at the screenshot and I'm like, oh my God, no. I opened TikTok. The first TikTok on the For You page is Lyssandra's. The boy is mine. She was up probably at 2 a.m. filming that shit. I was like, good morning, America. What a day.
It's still going as we speak. People are still going, you know what?
What is the funniest? Let's talk about the funniest things we've seen. Monica Lewinsky, Donica Lewinsky, those people have made songs.
The entire time his mouth was the real ballroom. The dance makes sense.
Big beautiful
now.
Bill. There's an ode to Bill. Everybody is doing fan edits.
I was getting some head.
Gluck Gluck 47.
Gluck Gluck 47 gave him the Gluck Gluck 47.
He's the first LGBTQ president.
And we thought we weren't getting progress. We thought we were going backwards. We have the first bisexual president of the United States. Congratulations.
MAGA does not know. They didn't get their marching orders because this is really the first time that the administration hasn't given them what to say because they weren't expecting it. So it was like they had to figure out what they were going to say on their own. So like at first they were like, how do you know that Bubba is Bill Clinton? And it's like, I don't think it really matters whether it's Bill Clinton or not. It is.
Who is it then?
Another man.
Who is it?
Bill Clinton just makes it better. It just like really makes it better. But like it could be any man. It's still like they were like so dead set on it.
The White House accounts are overcompensating so hard. They're posting videos of him and Melania, like,
They're like,
can
he's a
never,
family
will never
man.
stop falling in love with you. And I'm like, yo, you guys are.
They didn't know what to do, and they were like, so what? At least they were consenting adults.
What's wrong with giving them a little bro job? Huh? Sometimes
Like,
dudes suck each other's dicks.
I was
What's the
like,
problem?
my God, they didn't get any marching orders, and this is what they came up with as their, like,
Because what does the administration say? It's either you
it's
keep
fake.
going with the I don't know anything about that, it's fake, which will just make everyone be like, oh, so you definitely fucking blew Bill Clinton. Or he goes, it wasn't Bill, but it was somebody.
Somebody else.
Or we've got, I haven't seen anything concrete on it, but apparently Ghislaine Maxwell has a horse named Bubba. So you say it's Bill? It was the horse. Which
They're like,
that wouldn't
okay,
shock
that's
me because
okay. It was a
definitely
horse.
bestiality in the files. So it's like which
It's
one is it?
it's
Which
just
one is it?
I thought they made this harder for themselves because my first initial thought was they were going to say it's doctored by the Democrats, which is still a lie because guess what, guys? The House Oversight Committee is not just Democrats. It is both Republicans and Democrats. There's no committee where it is only one party for this reason. So no, it wasn't a hoax and they weren't made up emails. They're real, but I just thought that was going to be their thing. Was like that's not real. But they were like, "No, it's real, but it's fine. It's literally fine. You guys
That's
are over here like saying he was in it and he did things to children. No, he was just
no, it was just Bill
sucking a
Clinton.
little dick.
Sometimes it happens, you know.
Just sucking a little
Look at
dick.
your bro in the
It's
eyes.
you guys don't do that. You guys don't. You guys don't do that. You guys don't just suck your friend. Like it's not gay because we're not
That's
gay.
the bro
We're not
job.
gay. We're
We're
not.
not gay.
We're not because that's wrong. We're not gay.
It goes
But
against our
in the
Christian
90s, in
ideals.
order to hide the fact that I thought men were attractive, we just sucked each other's dicks, and that was that. Then we went home to our
We were bored.
wives. It's just
Just
definitely
happens.
not.
Sometimes it just falls out and just lands in your mouth. The fuck?
Definitely not gay. No, could never.
And for the people that are like, you guys are being homophobic. It's like, no,
I love
quite
this for them.
on the contrary, actually, because it's fucking hilarious that it's so ironic that these people that cultivate this culture of being so okay with homophobia. I mean, the fucking trans community can't get pick their what they identify as on their passports. So when you do that, we damn near fucking saw same-sex marriage overturned. When you fucking cultivate that type of shit, yeah, we're gonna laugh when
When you're
karma
in
comes
it, when you
back
do it.
and we realize that you were the one that was fucking cupping balls and shaft. Like, we're gonna laugh. We're gonna fucking call you Gluck Gluck 47. We're gonna fucking ask if he was wearing a blue suit and if he spits or swallows because it's fucking hysterical and he deserves it.
It is hysterical. And it's the normal thing, guys. Usually the ones who are so afraid, up in arms, and against something is not because they're actually against it. It's that there's some internal, I want to be that, or I am that, or I might agree with that. And somebody else has made it seem so wrong that now I have to like double down. I've seen it personally. Okay. I've seen it
It's every
very up
time.
close and personal of people doing that and then it coming out later that they are gay.
Mm-hmm.
And they were
Yeah.
always like so against being gay.
It's like, you were gay the
This
whole
is like
time.
textbook boomer behavior. It is. The boomers that are gay and could not come to terms with like times were different. I understand. Times were very different. So, they all got married to women or women got married to men and lived their whole lives that way, they're usually the ones that are so against it. So against it. Because there's part of them that's like, am I?
Can't be your
Yeah,
true self.
never, yeah, you can't be your true self. So it is textbook boomers who
He
might have
deserves this.
been even slightly a little gay, bisexual.
And just,
They're just so mad that
course,
all of us are
MAGA.
like, it's literally live your life. Live your life. They're
Come
like,
out.
look at all these people happy, loving who they want to love. I am 70 years
I
old and
hate it.
I'm
Like, yo, if you want to do that, go ahead. We don't care. We don't care. But now that we care when you're like, this is disgusting, this goes against our values, just to find out that you were given that sloppy toppy to your oppie, right? This is why, because he was the side piece.
He was the side piece.
The entire time.
He was. And Putin, you have the opportunity right now to do the funniest thing.
Release them.
Oh, you could do the.
If
you
you're
have
surveilling
released naked Melania.
What's one
now
more?
you should release naked Trump.
What's
probably wasn't
I
even
want to
naked.
see it. I want to see it. I want to watch it. I want to see it so I can laugh. That's what I want to see. I want to see it. People are like, I don't want that image. No, I want to see it because I'm going to laugh.
He has a picture. I know he has the picture. I know he does.
Well, apparently the next dump from the House Oversight Committee might have pictures in it. So I just might get my wish. I'm going to get banned from Instagram.
You guys are going to be sick of us.
I'm going to get banned. I'm going to slap it right on my story.
Going to be our profile.
Immediate okay,
bans.
So that was the tip of the iceberg, no pun intended. So we got enough signatures for the discharge petition for the actual files. He was freaking the fuck out. He was hitting up Nancy Mace. He was hitting up Boebert. He was like, you gotta retract your name from this discharge petition. They're already finding out that I was sucking dick. If this thing comes out, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. And here's the thing. People are like, oh, it's never going to come out. Like, then why the fuck is he losing his shit? They're like, oh, well, nothing's going to happen. He'll never be held accountable. It's like, okay, we'll see when that fucking thing comes out, because Caress did that breakdown of the shit that she read, and there was too many connections with fucking Brett Kavanaugh and Usha Vance and Ken Starr and funny business going on in the 2016 election. Like, it was, she did the red thread on the cork board.
Yeah.
Pulling the entire fucking thing together. There is fucking
she
world
went full
leaders.
Olivia Pope. She said Law and Order SVU. Glock and I'm
said, here's
Mariska.
your fucking 2-minute breakdown of some wild shit. And Prince Andrew doesn't become formerly known as Prince Andrew over a fucking hoax or something that's not going to come out or something people aren't going to be held accountable for. Like, this shit was probably going to strip
he dethroned his
government
brother.
Down. His brother. This is going to strip down the government.
People went to jail. Jeffrey Epstein was in jail. People are in jail because of this. People were stripped of their royal titles. And you think it's a hoax? So you're telling us that the royal family is a bunch of liars? Because that's on you.
Okay. Like, and we see that, Epstein was leaking information to the Russian government about Trump, saying that, hey, I know him better than anyone. He said, I'm the only one that can take him down, which leads you to think about some things.
He said, beyond the grave, I'm taking your ass down.
What was going on with the missing footage? That's the first question that comes to mind when I read that. He was Jeffrey Epstein. He met with Trump and Prince Andrew in London in 2019, 1 month before Epstein was arrested. So yeah, that
sounded like a shakedown to me. It sounds like you're gonna get caught and you better keep your fucking mouth shut.
Or I'm gonna fucking okay. He spent Thanksgiving with Trump, the first Thanksgiving
2017.
his first admin.
I thought
So
that he kicked him out in the
yeah,
early mid 2000s after he
yeah,
wouldn't listen and kept stealing his girls from
yeah,
Mar-a-Lago, that he kicked him out, and that was that.
yeah. I've never spent Thanksgiving with
But
someone that I don't like.
yeah, that's very intimate.
Actually, I have, but and then Matt Gaetz entered the chat again because I mean, why wouldn't he with all this freak nasty shit? We find out that he had solicited sex from a 17-year-old who was unhoused, and she was working at a McDonald's trying to save up money to get braces. He gave her $400. That's not even enough to cover a
$400.
third of braces.
Had sex with her twice and paid her
Twice.
$400.
And she told this to the House Oversight
Yes, she
years
testified.
ago. Years ago.
He
Why
didn't
isn't
want that
Matt
to
Gaetz
come to
under the
light.
jail? I don't fucking know. That's why he's not AG right now. He
Somebody
didn't want that coming
commented on
out.
that and was like, the craziest part is that it wasn't until this past year where they realized that Matt Gaetz and Charlie Kirk are two separate people.
They're basically the same guy, different font.
It's just a bunch of different white guys in different fonts.
Yeah, it's the same white guy.
But that was crazy. That comment went crazy.
Wait, they're different guys?
Different guys.
So with all of this absolutely career-ending shit, to nobody's surprise, Republicans are fucking jumping ship.
Titanic. Titanic. Like, if you're still supporting him, you guys are the band playing them out. If you're
the
still
band.
supporting them,
You're the fucking
everybody else
band.
is nosediving off the ship.
Warren Davidson, Eli Crane, and Don Bacon all said, you know what? We'll sign the petition too because we want to be on the winning team. We don't want to go down with the fucking sinking ship. We're not rolling with MAGA anymore. And it's been a slow drip of this. We saw this when they started telling him no with the tariffs, and the Supreme Court is telling him no. Well, aside from
The people who
SNAP,
don't have
of course.
immunity.
Yeah. They're like, ooh,
They are realizing,
ooh, brother, ooh.
We said this. This is like a, Blue-Lusional has said this multiple times. We said that it's going to come to a point or fork in the road where they're going to have to decide he's not. Guys, there's going to be elections. So this is where you weren't on board with us a couple months ago because you guys were still denying we were going to have elections. But we were like, no, there's going to be elections, and there's going to be a fork in the road where with something like the Epstein files, where people are like, I'm not going to vote for you if you take AIPAC. I'm not going to vote for you if you hide the files and you don't vote to release them. So they have to decide whether they're ending their political career to be loyal to this administration, or they turn on the administration and they keep their seat. And we're seeing that with like the Marjorie Taylor Greene.
We're at that point.
We're at that point with them.
We're at that point.
This is why we say, like, you're hearing people say MAGA is dead, because the people who keep the MAGA ball rolling is these politicians, these House reps, these senators, these governors who are not immune. So when a new administration comes in, they can be held accountable for what they did. And they're like, oh, fuck, this guy's bad. Shit, we're not safe.
Harness is already putting the narrative out there that he's a lame duck president.
He is lame.
And that's going to stick. He's already, because they're literally jumping ship. They're like, ooh, this doesn't work.
He's predicting hundreds of them, not even just to sign the discharge. Yeah, hundreds of them will actually vote to release them when it comes to a vote. That's crazy.
But
yikes.
Still on the Epstein topic, we're finding out Ghislaine Maxwell, she's getting preferential treatment in her day camp prison. She got a service puppy. She gets private exercise classes. She's getting food delivered straight to her. People that visit her, they can just bring in their computers. She has a prison warden just emailing her lawyers on behalf of her. She's literally just hanging out until they give her that part.
And now we have proof that she lied in her testimony to whatever his face was from the DOJ that met with her, because she swore up and down that Trump never even was around the girls.
Mm-hmm.
None of that. And obviously, with what the Oversight Committee has released, he was around them. The only thing that they have not released is if he was sexually involved with them, but we know that he was around them for long periods of time. So now
Yep.
you know she lied and you're still giving her special. I would have been like, oh, you got to go back. Ship her back to the
He should have
detention
pardoned her
facility.
already. He should have just did it.
I think he
He took
wanted
too long.
to. He took too long.
If they do it now,
Oh, it's so bad if they do it now. And I wouldn't put it past them to do it. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if they still do it, but I think that they were going to, and they waited too
we would have
long.
all forgot about it by now.
I don't
if
know
they
how
did it
the
already.
inner workings go. I don't know if he was privy to what the House Oversight Committee was given and what they could release. So I don't know if he was unaware that what they were going to release and when they were going to release it, and this was really a rug pulled out from under him. We don't know that. We don't know what was told to him and what is shared. Obviously, a lot of things are shared. And I wouldn't be shocked if he knew prior to the release what was going to happen, but didn't know exactly what was going to be released and was like, shit. But
They outed me.
I truly believe that they just waited too long and they were waiting for
They
this to
fucked up.
blow over and then they were going to pardon her when it wasn't a big deal anymore. And then
Now it's so much worse. It's so much worse.
Girlie, you're going to
We're
be
not
there.
even at the files at. We're not even at the files yet.
And they're like, there's
It's still
pictures
emails
coming.
from
There's fucking. This is going to be insane, guys. When we say buckle up, we mean buckle up. They're not going to release the worst of what they have, which is crazy because this looks damning for the president. They drew up impeachment articles for fucking Bill Clinton for much less. Much less.
They also reopened an investigation
Mhm.
into Bill Clinton and his connections to Jeffrey Epstein. So a lawyer did make a video saying that, oh, like it's basically game, set, and match because they can't release the file since it's an open investigation. I immediately DM'd a lawyer and I was like,
Hey, is this real?
what is this legit? And she was like, well, it's a complicated process. So yes and no. Whatever. They're gonna come out.
They're going to come out. I don't know how fast they will come out, but obviously we are going to still be fed phases of release from the House Oversight Committee. So we will be fed in the meantime. And all we need is for the vote to happen. And then they need that vote. They need a certain amount to vote that would make it so he can't veto it when it gets to his desk.
Yeah.
Which I believe, based on what is being predicted, which is like hundreds of Republicans are going to go against him, we are going to get that amount where he can't veto it. It was
Even
a
the
bad
Senate
week for
is
Donnie.
starting. Ooh.
Bad week for
Ooh.
Donnie. He really
Those
rode the high of the government opening back up, and then they were like, yeah, get fucked.
Hey, you want to get outed this week?
Fucked? Yeah.
You want to celebrate that government shutdown win? Okay, how about we make you the first bisexual president of the United States? How does that feel? Is that a good trade-off?
He won't answer questions about it. Man is moving at a pace I have not seen him move since like 2016 to get away from these journalists. And they are not even asking the hard questions, you guys. They are just like, hey, you want to comment on the files? Nobody's saying, who is Bubba? How was the sucking of the dick? Did you spit or swallow? How many times did you suck Bill Clinton's dick? Are you jealous
Was it a
of Hillary?
one-time thing? Did
Are
Hillary
you gay
watch?
or Bill Clinton? Are you a top or bottom? I'm going to guess a bottom, but I'm going to let you answer. You guys aren't asking the questions.
No, you're not asking the hard-hitting questions. You're not.
But yeah, man was moving he went into the woods. He said, I will skedaddle into any forest to get away from you guys.
They said, well, sir, if it's a hoax, then why are you acting
running?
like this?
Why are you running?
Why are you running? It's the most
Wow.
fun we've had in months.
We haven't had like this type of belly laughter, kicking like a little kid on fucking Christmas morning who got an easy bake oven. That's how I'm feeling.
I was scrolling last night, just
Hope
looking for
scrolling.
more video.
I
People to
just,
say, "Yo,
nothing can compare to Gen Z. Gen Z, you win the award for the most unserious, funny, just, you guys are so fucking funny. You have no
we don't
business
care.
being that funny. You have no business being
Just
this
don't
fucking
care."
funny. You guys got it on lock. I have not laughed so fucking hard in my life. You guys do not miss with the comments. Now that we can put pictures in TikTok comments, it is so good.
The Bill Clinton with the grill and with the what? Wait, hot take. The Boy Is Mine is going to re-enter the
This
Billboard charts.
It's gonna end up on the Spotify's rap of the year.
Oh, I cranked it this morning.
Wow. It just,
Yeah, it's gonna re-enter.
and we needed it because we started the week with a rage I haven't felt since April.
Oh,
Speaking of the big, beautiful bill. Yeah, that rage when Chuck Schumer was like, I don't want to shut down the government, so we're gonna fucking fold before comply in advance and fold. That rage,
literally.
I didn't know I could feel rage deeper than that, than what I felt earlier this week when, obviously, as we all know, Senate Dems went rogue and caved to their donors. That's what it is. If you're not somebody who follows politics and you're listening to this because you don't follow politics, let me be the one to tell you that this was not because their constituents called them up and were like, I'm not getting paid. I'm sure they did, but it wasn't because of that.
Yeah.
It's never because
No.
of their constituents. It was because their big donors who happen to be airlines like American Airlines called them and said, this is all fun and games. Yeah, this is no longer good for us. So you need to wrap it up. We have quotas to meet. It is the holidays. We have to cancel flights. We are losing money at a rate we cannot afford. Wrap this shit up. And they were like, yes, got it. I got it. That is why they folded. And the reason everybody is upset, and they are allowed to be upset, I'm seeing a lot of people are like, what did you want them to do? Republicans were never going to fold. They never really had leverage. If they were going to do that this whole time, I would have rather them never shut the government down and fold immediately. Because what they did was they knew they were going to do that shit. And they let people go without pay and without food for nothing.
No reason.
For nothing, for no reason.
They had all the leverage. They had so much leverage.
They
Those
did.
elections, they could have literally sat back and did nothing.
Oh yeah,
They're still voting for us, and people are literally dying, and they're voting. I would have been like, I'm going on recess. Y'all call me up when you're ready to get fucking serious and give people health care.
Yes.
See you next year.
See you next year. And it again, there are two evils in this situation. Yes, I understand the argument. Okay, well, you're shutting the government down. Millions of people are going without food and pay. Yes, we knew with this government shutting down that people were going to be hurt. This is the same argument we hear when people are like, you can't strike because I own a small business. But this was for a greater purpose because millions of people's lives were at risk if they can't get health care. Straight the fuck up. Even think about it, people who do have health care but live in a rural area and their hospital shut down and they have a heart attack and they couldn't get to a nearby hospital that was open, die. So this was bigger. This had a bigger purpose. This was the first time that Dems had leverage.
Yep.
This was the first time that people were actually starting to blame Republicans.
Yep.
We saw the approval ratings tanking. We saw on election night on the 4th that people went out and voted blue. We saw counties that were deep red flip, even in blue states. We saw margins that were really close, like New Jersey in the 2024 election, go back to what they should have been. We watched that happen. So we did have leverage, and if they were going to fold for something like the airlines, which is what it was, they knew that they were going to do that the whole time. They actually are vile, vile human beings for knowing they were going to do that shit for an airline and letting people go without paychecks and food, knowing they would fold.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents on it. So yeah, there was a lot of rage in the beginning of the week. The only good thing we saw, the only light at the end of the tunnel was the second that happened, we were like, Adelita must be sworn in. That is a given. And thankfully, Mike Johnson was like, yeah, I gotta do that because they're gonna fucking rip my head off. So he did. He swore her in. She immediately walked over to the table and signed the discharge petition. She said, get fucked,
Move.
and then walked up to the podium and scorned Mike Johnson for not swearing her in. That was some boss bitch behavior. I love a woman who is like, middle finger here, middle finger here. I'm in the seat. Get ready to get fucked. She is so, that was great. He tried to like stand next to her and she was like,
fucking putting his arm around her and shit.
She said, get the
I immediately
fuck
hit the
off
comments
of
like,
me.
don't touch her.
I was like, don't fucking touch her.
Don't you fucking touch her, you creep. You're probably in the files too, bitch.
She is a baddie. More baddies in politics. She's a baddie. And yeah, she immediately signed it. And then he folded like a sack of fucking potatoes. He was like, yeah, we're going to have a vote on this next week. We're just going to vote on it next week. Sorry. Sorry, Trump. My hands are tied. I look so fucking bad right now. We got to vote. So
they were trotting him out to take beatings.
Yeah, that was the light at the end of the tunnel that we could see. And then we were like, all right, what are they going to do to this fucking bill? Because the bill obviously passed in the Senate. And when that happens, it goes back to the House because this is the game we always play. It goes ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. So it went back to the House. We were like, what are the provisions they're going to come up with?
They sneak in?
What are they going to sneak in here? Well, Senate Republicans were like, gotta watch our backs. So they put in a provision that would allow them to sue the United States, aka us taxpayer dollars, for any Senate Republican whose phone was subpoenaed in the January 6th investigation. Except we were like, okay, well, it was only the Senate Republicans, so are the House Republicans going to be pissed because they weren't included and vote against it? I was really holding out for that, guys. They didn't. They were like, sure, you guys can get millions of dollars. That's so corrupt. And I love that for you. Next time, maybe include us. But, you win some, you lose some. I was really hoping there'd be some infighting. They were like, okay, that's fine. That's a level of corrupt
it comes
we're
down the
okay with.
line.
Yep. Then there was a provision that was put in to federally ban hemp products.
They said,
in
you
a
guys want to
budget bill. So it's going to criminalize any product that has more than 0.4 milligrams of THC in it. And also going to criminalize non-intoxicating CBD that have trace amounts of THC, like Delta 8. Again, this is a budget bill. I just want to point out.
This has no business being in there. It has no
This is a budget bill.
Yeah.
So then there's also talks of them saying they are not going to talk about ACA extensions unless there are stricter abortion bans in place as well. So we all, again, could have told you that last year. Last year.
I told you.
The war on women's bodies is top notch of
That's their
Project
top
2025. It's right there. Again, this is a budget bill. So they were like, oh, you want to talk about ACA extensions? I'm going to need you to criminally charge any woman who has an abortion no matter what. So how are you feeling, Senate Dems?
Yeah.
How are you feeling out there?
Cool.
And who knows if this is going to happen because immediately after they voted to send this to the House, Mike Johnson was like, I'm not committing to a vote on extension of ACA subsidies.
So you got nothing out of this.
This might not even happen.
Nothing out of this. You got nothing
out of it. And if we do have a vote, again, House Republicans have stood firm that they are not even going to consider any extension unless there is strict abortion bans. So now you've put House Dems in a position where are they going to vote on strict abortion bans just to get ACA extensions? Now you have put this on them. How are you feeling? How are you sleeping at night?
They, you know what? Because they're so fucking out of touch. The way I know that they're like, oh, we're going to use this for the midterms. We're going to tell them we're going to protect abortion. We're going to, we're going to fight back against the war on women. And
They don't
everybody
see
started
us.
seeing the light.
They don't see
Everybody
us
started
on
seeing the
page
light.
left.
They said, oh, we're voting you guys out because you're
It was
quite
us on
literally
stage left.
spineless. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if you saw all the hundreds, the thousands of grassroots candidates off here next to us that we're gonna vote in.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are
Mm-hmm.
fucking done.
Yeah, you
You're
guys,
so
you guys
fucking
are fucking
done.
cooked. You're fucking cooked. And
Fucking
people are like, oh wait, we can vote for Dems that give a fuck about us, and we're like,
mm-hmm.
yeah, come here,
Yeah.
come here. We've only been yelling about that for months.
Two things can be true at once. We can be holding our current politicians in office accountable. We can say they fucking caved. They fucking folded. They're pieces of shit. And we can also be over here and go, that doesn't mean you don't vote. That
And say,
doesn't
hey,
mean
here's a better
you
option
don't
for
vote
these
blue.
assholes.
It means that you vote with your brain and you don't just vote. Voting blue doesn't mean there's one candidate that is blue. It is just, you guys are thinking of this like it's presidential. You go in, there's two boxes. You get Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Guys, when it's the primaries, there's going to be like multiple Dem options. So what we're telling you to do is to not just pick the same Dem that is in the seat right now because they're a Democrat, to vote in the person that you believe is going to actually listen to your needs. And we're telling you that that person is most likely going to be a grassroots candidate because they are the ones that are in the trenches with you. They are working class for the working class. They are not taking donor money. They're not going to get a call from American Airlines telling them to shut it down or to turn it on, to turn it on.
Turn the government on.
Turn the government on. And so that is what we're trying to say. I think everyone who was angry had every right, and I'm never going to invalidate anyone. But what I am going to say is I don't want the doom and gloom of I'm not voting anymore.
Hell no.
We don't want that.
Don't bring that over here.
Use your anger to get on, run for something and run yourself, or to look at Ballotpedia, figure out who's on there, and start asking questions. I love seeing you guys in like candidates' comments being like, are you taking APAC? Yes or no? Like, I love you guys in there. You're like, this is make it or break it for me. Or are you taking, where's your donor money coming from? I want to see it, because we should be asking those questions. And that should be where your anger is put into. Because guess what, guys? While this is all happening, you know, the people who are like, I think that Trump, it's not Trump's fault that SNAP was shut off, it's Democrats. Well, some grocery stores took it upon themselves to put discounts, large discounts on items for people who were not getting SNAP. And he told them to cut that out. He said, stop that shit. I don't want you putting any fucking discounts. No discounts. And while this is happening, it's coming out that he and his administration are hoping to have everyone reapply. Everyone's going to have to reapply for SNAP benefits to root out the fraud.
Meanwhile, you have to re-enroll. I believe it's quarterly.
It's quarterly, yes. You have to re-enroll. And if that's going to happen, then I believe that we should have a right to have all of our current politicians reapply at the same time so that we can root out the fraud. Let's push primaries up. Yeah, reapply for your seat straight up right now.
Yeah.
Why we even wait till the primaries?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah, do it now.
Right now.
Start making this.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if we're going to play the root out the fraud game,
have some town halls,
then I think that you should go toe to toe in a town hall meeting, and whoever wins gets the seat. I'm talking, we're voting on applause only. We're putting our hands over their heads.
Showtime at the Apollo, huh?
I'm just saying.
That's really how it should be.
That's really how it should be. But government is reopening. This is where we're at. There's going to be provisions. and there's going to be provisions that make no fucking sense being in a budget bill. This is politics for you. This is what keeps us up at night, guys. For everyone that doesn't
So
pay attention to
stupid.
politics, this is what Devin and I we're in here
It's a
like,
rough life.
I'm sorry, is there a hemp ban in this budget bill?
Like-
Let me read that again.
I'm at the dispensary this morning and I'm like, hey,
can I
going
legally
on
be
here?
here?
Like, oh, well, it's more so for the, the places that are non-regulated, like smoke shops and gas stations and things like that. And I'm like, okay, but I know they're going to try to come for it more down the line.
Yeah. It's one of those things that makes no fucking sense. But obviously it's for a bigger purpose, which is Project 2025.
This is why you people have to vote in the midterms, okay?
Please, I'm
Speaking
literally begging you.
their efforts to rig them are not going well at all. We talked about this like a month ago, where a Utah judge literally woke up and was like, these congressional maps are unfair. I think
Rewrite them
that they need to
now.
be redrawn right now in red ass Utah. So that happened. This was finally official yesterday. He signed off on the congressional map that pretty much guarantees that Dems pick up another seat. Indiana, they tried to force them. They were like, you guys need to fucking redistrict right now. You need to dilute the fuck out of that black vote. These black people are fucking voting right now. And that
Can't
shit
have that,
that doesn't
apparently.
work. That doesn't work for us. Okay.
Indiana
So you
said.
have to redistrict. And they're like, ooh, yeah, no, you guys look real bad right now. We're not going to do that. We're not, no. We're not tying ourselves
Indiana
to you.
said, we're not that racist.
No, we're not that racist. Okay. And who else was it? And they sued California for the very legal redistricting.
They basically sued anyone that went and voted for Prop 50.
Yeah, they
used their right
sued
to vote
people for following the law. They sued people for voting because Gavin Newsom, the correct way, said, okay, we're going to have a special election. There's not going to be a human on the ballot. We are going to vote on redistricting
a proposition to redistrict.
And they could have went crazy with it. They could have fucking gerrymandered it to where they could pick up 15 seats.
Oh, yeah.
And they were just like,
this was we're just going to do shot.
Texas. We're just going to do it to cancel out Texas. We just want 5.
And
they're
California
like, you know
said,
what?
No issue. No problem. We'll come out. We'll drive out Tuesday. We'll do a little vote. All good, all good. And then Republicans said, sue every single one of them.
How dare you follow the
your
law?
Legal right to vote?
Are you fucking kidding? No, we're trying to get rid of that
illegally over here.
This is the United States of embarrassment, okay? We don't follow the book. We do crime here.
God.
What do you think you're doing? Voting? No. We can't have that. Sue them. Take them to court. They will obviously lose because no wrongdoing there. Not even slightly.
They love to sue. Republicans love to sue.
Just a waste of time. Fucking suing Tylenol.
Suing people. They want to sue us for their phones being subpoenaed.
The DOJ, they're just throwing shit at the wall.
Like, sorry, no can do. That money's in Argentina.
Yeah, we see the ship is sinking. The ship is sinking. Where can we squeeze money out of? We need to just sue everybody.
Take all of the money off the Titanic. Somebody open the vault.
We're going to need commissary.
Yeah, they all definitely aren't planning their escape routes and need those millions of dollars.
Yeah, Curtis Yarvin said, he said, you guys are taking too long for Project 2025. They're going to do that thing again where they vote in the midterms. We're fucked. I'm going to start packing now. Yeah,
this is where I mean the fork in the road. You're going to see people flee. You're going to see people all of a sudden wake up and decide to be a good person. These politicians are going to decide to vote on the Epstein files. They're probably going to decide, watch, they're going to do something for healthcare and they're going to make themselves look so good. And here's the thing. We all see right through it, right?
Yeah.
Right? But we're going to take those wins for the good of the people, but we're going to go to the voting polls on the primaries and vote in our grassroots candidates.
And if you don't, we're gonna fucking
I
find
will.
you. We're gonna look up your IP address.
I swear to God, if you thought I was a detective, none of you are safe. Even the ones with no, like with the avatars as their profile pic, none of
I'm
you
gonna
are
fucking
safe.
find you.
I will find
Fucking
you.
Did you vote?
No,
Did you vote?
I will find you. But one thing that was also alarming this week was that they were looking to, the Supreme Court might be opening up a case to overturn gay marriage. That was so clouded. People were not angry enough over that.
No.
They did not end up taking the case, but that should be, every fire alarm should be going off because that was a warning. And if you didn't see that as a warning, you need to see it as a warning. That was them saying, we're not doing it now because we look really bad right now. Like, we have never looked worse, but trust
But
that
just you
this is
wait.
on our radar. And I want you to know this is on the radar. We're not taking it now. This is going to make us look
Clarence
really good.
Thomas is itching
He
for
is.
it.
He's itching for it. And if everything that was happening right now wasn't happening, they would have taken it. I guarantee.
Oh, for sure.
I guarantee you.
That day it would have been done.
That day would have been done. But the thing is, they look so fucking bad right now that I don't know if they'll even bring it up next year. But it is on the radar, and nobody should just be like, oh, we're good, all good. They didn't take it, we're fine. I wouldn't rest that easy. That was a warning shot. And so that needs to be on everybody's radar, everyone's radar. Same with when they were like, oh, they were talking about abortion a little bit at the beginning of the year, and then that kind of died down. Now it's ramped up again. It's never just gone. They just have to figure out when they want to look like dicks.
How are we gonna squeeze it in?
Can't look like
what are we gonna
dick
sneak
7 times in a week, you know?
When's the next budget bill so we can
They're
squeeze
like,
that?
okay, well, we've got Trump sucking Bill Clinton's dick. That doesn't look good. It looked good for us when we reopened the government, so we threw the abortion in there because we looked good. Republicans looked good with that. And then we look like dicks by bringing up abortion. Then Trump and the Epstein files. Now we look like dicks again. So we can't do gay marriage. That's
we gotta
really
chill for
gonna
like 2 days.
give it us a minute. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's like this is gonna come up again. And I think when it comes up again, it is going to be bad.
Now that we're saying it out loud, I truly feel like their strategy is to just keep doing these government shutdowns and just keep putting shit in the
Like,
bills.
I will not be surprised if there's another government shutdown. We have Dems fold again, and it's going to look good for Republicans because whenever the Dems fold, it looks good for Republicans. And then they're going to go, oh yeah, gay marriage, bring that back in February. I'm calling it now. February.
Run it back.
They'll be like, Happy Valentine's Day. That's what it's going to be. So please, guys, never just expect that this administration is doing anything good. They are merely, it's all about image. Image does not look good enough right now for them to do this. This would quite literally probably lead to full impeachment articles. I'm talking like that bad if they also did this. It would just be so bad. So they're not going to do that right now.
Thank the House Oversight Committee.
Yeah.
Thank them.
We also have we normally do the Do Not Comply in Advance award. I just didn't feel like these people were deserving of that type of award. So I'm calling it this week the Thanks for Doing the Bare Minimum award. Because it's an award. Proud of you. Catholic bishops, finally, this has been going on since, February, people getting kidnapped off the streets. But finally, Catholic bishops made a public video saying that they condemn this administration with their immigration crackdown and targeting churches or places of worship, schools, and hospitals as their kidnapping points. So did they condemn ICE in general? No. They just condemned them being placed outside of places of worship where people are supposed to feel safe, schools where they're supposed to feel safe, and hospitals where they're supposed to feel safe. So that I will give them the thanks for doing the bare fucking minimum of saying, not cool that you guys are posted up outside of a church.
I mean, they had to say something after getting fucking outed for not wanting to feed babies.
Yes. When that video first started playing, I thought that's what it was. Before they said the immigration crackdown, when they started and it was like, we stand against the administration for this. And I thought they were going to say, we stand against them not finding a way to fund SNAP. And I was like, oh, is this a PR stunt? And then I was like, no, they didn't. Now, for those who are keeping up with the formula while we're on this topic, let me just say that a couple churches have responded. And wow, boy, am I happy I never go to church and I fucking hate religion.
Feeling vindicated.
They said, and I quote, that they are not obligated to feed starving people. And that Nikali, I believe is her name, one pastor called her a witch and said that back then witches like her should be taken out.
Even that one leftist pastor, Thomas Burke.
Is he Thomas Burke?
Yes, Thomas Burke. Because he set his fucking profile to private. This motherfucker had the absolute gall to say, oh, we don't have to, we don't know. It could be a scam. Bitch, what?
Everyone's using that. They're like, but she didn't actually need it. The person on the phone didn't know that. That was a test. And you all failed. You know who didn't fail? Mosques. Even a satanic temple. The irony of it all. The
fucking irony.
So I just wanted to put that out there because we talked about it last week that, yes, this past Sunday, some people did go to those churches to sit through their Sunday fucking whatever you call. I don't know. I don't go to church. But they sat through it just to hear what was said. Boy, was it nasty. Nasty. Now, you could have taken that as a learning moment. You could have said, you know what? We did wrong. This is a learning moment. We're going to make sure that we are stocking up here, diapers, formula. Because let me point out that on those phone calls, if you were really hearing what she was saying, her baby was going to die. She's saying she hadn't gone without formula since the night before, over 12 hours without eating.
Yep. Babies eat every 2 hours.
It is so bigger. It is so much bigger than a social experiment. It is so much bigger than that.
Another veil is lifted moment.
Yes. So, and like I said, you should be calling up your church, even if she's not calling it.
Churches?
Church, look into your church. Yikes alert.
Tax the fucking churches. Tax every single one of them.
Tax every single one of them. Yes. And to round out our week with yes, that really did happen, obviously, number one, we've got Trump.
Gluck 47.
Bill Clinton's dick. I mean, that is just, I don't know if any of us could have predicted such event.
Nobody was ready.
Nobody was ready for that. Next, if you were looking last night, you might have seen that Marjorie Taylor Greene fucking went scorched earth. She and Trump were texting about the files. She was trying to say, I've had your back. I've never said you were involved. And then he was yelling back at her. And then he fucking blocked her number. He blocked her ass.
And he kicked her out of MAGA. She's done.
Stopped endorsing her. He said he no longer endorses her. And now she's saying she's getting death threats. The girlies are fighting.
I never thought. He called her Marjorie Taylor Brown. He doesn't even have the zingers anymore. He said, she's not green, she's brown, because when grass dies, it turns brown. Like, good one, bro.
If you have to explain the joke, it's not funny.
Oof, Marge.
Yeah, Marge.
You don't have a party anymore, girl.
She got the block. That text turned green.
They said, Rhino.
So good.
Yeah, you're not getting reelected. You're cooked. You're cooked.
Something that's not fucking good. I'm sure you all know Meg Kelly, just a terrible fucking human being. Terrible human being. Went on her show and decided this was how she was going to defend Trump being in the files, that she was going to say, there's a big difference between a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old. And that, even though a 15-year-old's still a child, it's like practically an adult. Like 15's pretty old. Not like it was an 8-year-old or a 5-year-old. So now everyone's calling her Meghan R. Kelly.
She has a 14-year-old daughter.
Somebody call CPS. She has a 14-year-old daughter. Her daughter is not safe. That is
Bro,
wild. And you guys wanted to pull Jimmy Kimmel for quite literally just sharing the news. Her show should be pulled. Her show should be pulled yesterday.
I hope Megyn Kelly's daughter is not in public school because
Every single
they
doesn't matter what party you're in, every single person should be calling for her show to be pulled off the air.
are.
If they're gonna pull Jimmy,
People are calling
same
up Sirius
energy
XM. They're saying, "Get this fucking psychopath
off.
out."
TikTok should be banning her account. It should be
Yeah.
done. I want to
Yeah.
see the same energy, because here's the thing, it isn't even the same thing. It is not the same thing. Jimmy Kimmel was quite literally sharing a news story. He wasn't talking about
Yeah.
kids. He wasn't talking about crimes against children. She's over here
Megyn
saying
Kelly
that it was
said-
okay for this to happen to 15-year-old girls because at least they weren't 5. And that
Megyn
there's a
Kelly said,
difference.
"What's wrong with pedos? Why do you guys hate pedophiles so much?"
She should be
That's
immediately
literally
pulled
what
from
I
the air.
heard.
I should never see her on my screen ever again.
Put her in jail.
In
Just
jail
for saying that.
immediately. Take her kid away. No. Absolutely vile behavior. And everyone who is so-called friends with her, if they're not immediately making videos saying, like, I don't know,
Block.
I would want Tucker Carlson, Ben Shapiro, all the people that love Megyn Kelly, Joe Rogan, all of them.
You better say you
Like,
don't know that woman.
yikes, never. Yeah, I don't know her. That's terrible. Everybody
I
point
never
the
met
finger at
her.
her. That's bad.
I
That's
have
bad,
no idea
Megyn.
who she is. I was only in a picture with her that one. I only met her that one time.
Like,
Never
I
met
want to
her.
see same fucking energy. Because if you guys excuse it, that's
Nah, we're not
wild.
letting that shit
And
be
that is when the
normalized.
veil, that is when all of you were like, you guys are just like crazy. You're reading too deep into this. You guys are literally, when the words 15-year-old isn't that bad comes out of your mouth when we're talking about sex
Disgusting.
crimes against children, that is when we've, as a country, completely fucking lost every ounce of respect.
The plot is
The
lost.
plot has been lost when words are coming out that are like, they were 15. So, I mean, that's only like a couple of years away from being an adult. So, like, that is fucking wild. Law and Order SVU done. This whole country.
And nah, we're not gonna let that shit be normalized. We're gonna come up with really funny names. We're gonna come up with really funny names for you fucking freaks. That way it never goes away.
We love a boycott. And trust, I've been obviously boycotting Megyn Kelly because when I went to go find said clip on our TikTok, when I couldn't find her page,
I blocked her.
and I realized that one of us blocked her at some point. She infiltrated the For You page at some point. I think, you
I
blocked
saw it
her,
and I
was
said,
like, fuck, I can't even find the
no,
clip.
absolutely not. I said, no, I don't want this pedophile on my phone.
So trust, we've known the boycott, but trust that as everybody apparently called for Jimmy Kimmel to get taken off the air, trust that we will use that energy that you guys had and get her off the air.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with Megyn R. Kelly.
You'll be sick of us next week. You'll be sick of us. And last but absolutely not least, I don't know if you guys have seen, but a statue has been erected in honor of Friendship Month. You like what I did there? To just 2 best buddies. When I think of Friendship Month, I'm like, what are some 2 just pals, some really close friends, Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, holding hands in honor of Friendship Month? Because they were really good friends.
They were frenemies because of the emails. Jeffrey Epstein. That's how you know you're a demon. When Jeffrey Epstein is like, this motherfucker's gross. He said, this guy is gross.
I'm going to hang out with him. He's gross.
This guy's sick.
That's like,
that's my boy.
In fraternities, when like, fraternity brothers, and you're like, why are you friends with that guy? And he's like, but he's a frat brother. I mean, he's
a good time.
Yeah, he like threw himself out of a window and he like peed all over the house and he fucking graffitied everything. But like, he's just a pro. So what if
he really loves to drink?
He fucking yells at women? It's just a thing he does when he
And
drinks. It's not that bad. He just
he
fucking...
sucks my dick from time to time.
Yeah, he's really good at sucking dick. And he buys the alcohol. I mean, how can I fucking... He's just a frat brother. I know some people like that in our circle. I'm like, why are you fucking friends with them? I voted for
What's wrong with
Trump.
you?
But he's a fucking frat brother, my dude.
Yeah, he's just...
So what if he fucking hates women?
And he's just
Don't hold it against
15.
me. He's just a frat brother. We're brothers, brotherhood.
Come on, you can't cut off your brother.
You're just so good at sucking dick.
Yeah, Jeff definitely got dome.
That's what I mean.
1,000%.
They're
1,000%.
Yeah,
Touching
they are
tips.
frat brothers. They're frat brothers. Touching fingers and tips.
Mm-hmm.
But you can go see the statue
bodies
on 14th Street in DC and really just honor Friendship Month with the two buddies. And if you're a reporter, you should take a picture of it, bring it to Trump, and be like, have you gone to the statue and posed with it? You love a statue of yourself, and it's gold. You love gold.
Wow. Wow. It's real nice. All right. Well, I'm sure something will happen tomorrow. I'm sure something is going to happen tomorrow.
We're like gracing you with early episodes because we've been filming on Saturday nights and just putting it out the next day, which is fun because you guys can listen to it on Sunday when you're like cleaning. Maybe we'll try to aim for that more.
Of course, last one, fucking the government reopens.
Yeah, we were like, oh, we'll film on Saturday. Nothing ever happens on Sunday.
Nothing will happen.
Immediately, they vote to reopen the government, and we're like, that's going to be old news by the time we meet next week.
And they're like, wake up. It's time to vote out all of the Dems.
We're just like really fucking busy. Like Devin and I are every fucking night either interviewing somebody, because we're booked out now with the grassroots candidates through the end of January, which is amazing. We love it. There's no complaints here. But we've got interviews lined up. We've got holidays coming up. We've got mass blackout coming up from the 25th to the 2nd. So we've been in meetings for that with lots of team members.
From No Kings involved.
Yes, Devin is going to be on Joy Reid possibly next Friday. We're still waiting for it to lock in, but Devin gets to meet Joy now. Now both of us have met Joy. I mean...
Oh, the way I'm going to put as seen on Joy Reid in my bio.
Yes. You can join me with the Joy Reid as seen on Joy Reid.
Nobody else. Nobody.
So, yeah, I mean, booked and busy, but we are talking about maybe we want to hear your feedback, and we keep asking you guys for your feedback, and you can give us your feedback about, do you still like the weekly episodes that are a bit longer that come out either Sunday, Monday, or maybe Tuesday? Or would you like shorter, like first half of the week news, last half of the week news? Like I'm talking a Sunday episode and like a Friday episode, like 2 episodes a week. That would be more like 30 minutes where we're just talking about a couple things. Let us know, because that's not something we can do right now, but it's probably something we can do after the start of the new year. Maybe. Yeah. If you guys want that. Definitely after the blackout when we have a little bit more time to record twice a week. Because when I tell you guys, we're like looking at our families like, we love you.
But
I haven't seen you. I live in the same house as you. And I haven't seen you because it is literally like we go work our actual jobs that we have. Sorry to let you guys know we have jobs. All the MAGA out there. We have jobs. And then we come home and do a fucking
and
another
then we're like,
8
God
hours
damn
of
it,
fucking meetings.
The country's not gonna fucking fix itself.
Pre-filming, all of the things. So I'm actually excited for a break.
Yeah.
For a little blackout.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Even though it's not really a break.
Because of course there'll be tomfoolery. They'll be like, God damn it, they struck us back. We need to fucking go to war now.
So if you're seeing this, make sure you watch Joy Reid on Friday. We'll go hype up Devin and Caress. Like, hype them up. I'm so excited. I'm going to be at a wedding, so I'm going to be at like cocktail hour, like...
I'm not paying attention. Just in the corner.
Just like, sorry guys, I got to go to the bathroom.
We're having cake. Hold on.
Hold on. Hold, please. Yeah. So that's it. We will see you guys next
Yeah.
week and hopefully have some fun updates.
Yeah. Like and subscribe and go to the bio and
Do all the please
follow
subscribe. Oh my
the
God. Please
Substack
fucking
and the
subscribe on
YouTube,
YouTube. It is one button.
the Insta,
Please.
Blue Sky,
All the
Substack.
things.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Push all the buttons.
Bye.
See you for the next interview.